So we're still continuing looking at the decision that you are making as a candidate to pick a country or an institution. And today I'm just going to look at three things as well. I'm going to look at the course structure and flexibility. I'm going to look at academic supervision and mentorship. And the last thing that I'm going to look at as well is the immigration process. So let's start with the first one, which is the course structure and flexibility. When you're making a decision about where you'd like to study in terms of a country or institution, the course structure is something that is very important to you. There is a way that courses are structured to be able to speak to needs that people have. For example, there are individuals who cannot afford to be able to leave their country or to be able to quit their job to do postgraduate studies, either for a master's or for a PhD. And you may have institutions that are flexible in that sense, where they are able to provide a part-time option or an online option. Still on the same structure of the course, for some of you, you are thinking about life after you finish your studies, and you see yourself getting into research job or academic jobs. You therefore make a decision to pick courses that have a structure that is heavy on the research, heavy on turning people into researchers or people who can get into teaching jobs or research. And there are courses and universities out there that are structured in that particular direction. Then there are also individuals like me who are thinking of the industry. And therefore, there are some institutions that will also design a program that is tailored to think about people who eventually are going to finish and then they'll get into the industry, either do policy work or any kinds of work. So the structure of that particular program becomes very important to you when you're making a decision. It's not every program that's structured the same way. And what makes you make a better decision is to have an understanding about exactly what do you want to achieve from doing a master's, from doing a PhD. And when you get that level of understanding, it will also help you look for a course, look for a university, and look for a country where certain structures that fit with what you're looking for are going to be present. The second thing is academic supervision and mentorship. I am just going to put it out there. The quality of your studies, especially for a master's and your PhD, is heavily going to hinge on the quality of the supervision that you're going to get and the mentorship that you're going to get. And while in this world, we assume that each and every institution that has professors and doctors has people who are competent supervisors and competent mentors, the reality is that's not the case. We have certain institutions that have structures in place that has helped and continue to help to ensure that students get the best in terms of supervision and mentorship. And then we also have institutions where structures are so weak and therefore that affects the quality of the mentorship that students are getting and the supervision. All this information is usually available. If you just do a simple research, you'll be able to find out in terms of how our institutions ranking in terms of the quality of the mentorship and the quality of the supervision. Which is why sometimes I encourage people that before you make a decision, especially for a PhD, to approach a certain person to be your supervisor, just have a chat with some of the people that have been supervised by that particular person. Because the information that they are going to give you is going to be information that's useful when you're going to be making a decision about whether they should be a supervisor for you or not. Supervision is very important. It's a very integral part of your academic journey, either for a master's or for a PhD. And it is therefore important that you get someone who is a competent supervisor, who has emotional intelligence, who will be able to help you walk through that particular journey. But if you make a terrible decision here, it can also have consequences in terms of the quality of the studies that you're going to have. The last thing that I'm going to talk about in this video is immigration. We are living in a time where countries are thinking of creative ways to close the borders. It is very important, therefore, that when you're choosing also a country where you'd like to study, to take some time to read about their immigration policy. Before, you could have said, it's because I'm going for studies, therefore it is guaranteed that I'm going to get a visa to go and study in a particular country. That unfortunately is not the case anymore. There are students who have gotten admission into universities, have gotten a scholarship, but they are failing to get a visa to study in a particular country. Therefore, take some time also just to read around immigration policies for the country of your choice. Is it easy? Is it difficult? Is it easy for people who come from your country, or is it difficult for people who come from your country? Are there alternatives that are providing the very same package but that have at least flexible and friendlier immigration policies? These are things that you should start to think about. And beyond the immigration policies, at least for me, because countries that have very interesting immigration policies, they also give you a bit of a sense of the life that you're going to be living in that particular country as an immigrant. Because whether you're a student or you're working, you're still going to be an immigrant and you'll be subject to the conditions of that particular country. So do you want to be in a country where you're constantly worried about whether you're going to be in that country or not? Whether you're worried about whether you're going to be deported or you're going to continue your studies? Or you want to be in a country where you get into that particular country and your mind is 100% focused on your studies? So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope these are some of the things that will guide you as you're making your decision in terms of choosing a country and an institution for your study.